I mean, you can ask your questions. You just got to do it from over there. I guess.
No, no women on this side.
Well, she's
Boys only.
she's just getting dressed, so she didn't want to, violate terms of service or anything.
Well, I mean, it only violates terms of service if it's uploaded, right?
Well, I mean, isn't that's like the point, isn't it?
Okay.
Focus says no.
Focus is no. Still blurry on the app. Good job, everybody.
Again, it's small enough in the actual thing that it's not that.
I know, but it bothers. It bothers me though. That's the thing.
It's like, yeah, no, I get it. It's like it's not doing what it's
Absolutely
supposed
hate
to
it.
do. Why is it not doing what it's supposed to do?
And it was doing it before.
Because it's fine for me. Like, even all of my stuff is great.
I don't get it. I don't know. It's probably something dumb and stupid. There it is.
Just downscaling to 720 or something. Is that?
Yeah, it is. It's
Oh.
100% downscaling to 720. Because I mean, I could do it on the web app and it's totally fine. At least it should be. In fact, I will. Let me see here.
We're doing it live, folks.
That's how we do things. We do it live.
We have been recording the whole time, by the way.
I fucking
as soon as you got on, I
so,
could go.
So wait, a third time, or does it break things? Okay, no, it just kills.
Whoa! See, that turned you into stairs.
Everything is loud now.
That's a little better.
So, but it's not like 100%.
Actually, it's way better than it was. Because I can actually, before I could see like red dots on the little model I painted and like a general shape, like the dark colors I could make out. Now I can actually see the whole piece.
Okay. All right. I think they're way. Is my mic still okay? Mic volume still good?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason on the app you're extreme, or on the web browser you're extremely loud. But yeah, no, this is normal camera. This is like full better camera. I can already tell.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever. We did it live. That's all that matters.
We did it.
Yes, we do all things live. Wait, were we live when I was just like going through a pizza box, like shuffling around like a fucking bear?
Yeah.
Looking for food.
I hit go almost immediately after you showed up.
We set standards here that just amazing. Amazing. What do you want to start with today? I know you said you have a rant.
I was gonna say you want to hear some bullshit.
Part of me wants you to stew with that for a little bit,
dude. So I've been stewing with it for like 2 days. I've been stewing with this shit since Thursday. It's Saturday.
Let's get into it then. Let's I don't know what we're gonna call this segment.
I'm mad
because it's not me ranting. I don't know.
So okay.
So
for those of you who don't know, Kevin knows, but I am a school bus driver. I drive children to and from school every day. It's a great job. I love my job.
Mm-hmm.
Best job I've ever had, quite frankly. I've never been paid more to do less. That's the God's honest truth. But and I drive a small bus. I drive a special needs bus. And to doing that, I'm not just going like to stop. I'm not going from stop to stop. I'm actually going from home to home. And I actually interface with the parents, communicating pickup times, drop-off times, making sure everybody's there. Like I have to be in constant communication with the parents of the students that I'm driving.
Which, let me just interrupt. That is God's work right there, because not all people can do that.
You are lagged the fuck out.
Oh, I lagging it? God damn it, really? So I can't even use... Do I need to swap back? I'll swap back.
So, like, when you start talking, it's like a second behind, but then it catches up as you talk.
Nope, that's going to bother me more than the low-res video.
That's actually that's bothering me, because I see you talking and I was like, well, is he muted? Nope, it's just like it's a full second behind.
Okay, swapping. I don't know if this is going to break anything.
Oh.
Now my video's not going. What the fuck?
It's me again. Oh,
there we go.
Hey.
Wait, am I HD now here?
No.
No. God damn it.
Blurry AF.
Ah, fucking thing. Okay.
Anyway.
But my sync is good. We're good on sync.
Yeah, your sync is fine. Audio's
fucking. There's no winning. There's no winning. I'm either gonna be blurry but fine audio wise, or I'm gonna be fucking not blurry. God. Okay, sorry.
Our biggest audience is audio only, so that's kind of the more important part.
I know, but it still bothers me.
Oh, understand. So... No, I get it. So yeah, I have to interface with parents on a regular basis, and I hate phone calls. I will make as few phone calls as I absolutely need to, and if I need to make more than one in a day, I'm tired. Like, I had to make 3 phone calls one day, and I came home, and I'm just like, I'm going to play Minecraft, and I'm going to go to bed. And that's what I did. Well, and I was also dealing with this bullshit that day, too. So this started back on, I guess the issue started back on Friday, probably, because I called this parent and was like, hey, I'm picking up your student on, you know, they're going to school this day and this day. I'm going to be picking them up at 7:30 in the morning, and I should be dropping them off between like 1:30 and 1:40 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Great, like, but, you know, I left a message because they didn't answer. Gave them the details. Okay. This is what's going on. Monday rolls around. I go to pick up that student, and the parent has the student in the car. And, like, as soon as I pull up, the car backs out of the driveway, and the parent pulls up next to my bus, so I roll down the window. And I'm like, hi, and the parent's like, yeah, so, you know, student's not riding the bus to school today. I'm going to take them in. And I'm like, okay, are they going to need a ride home? And they said no. And I was like, are they going to be riding on Thursday? And the parent said maybe. So I'm like,
oh, I'm already pissed off. Don't throw a fucking maybe at me, bitch. I'm doing my goddamn job right now.
Right? So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. It's weird, but whatever. I go on my way, pick up the one other student on the route that I had left to pick up. Go to school, take him home. Didn't take that particular student home.
Yeah.
Get everybody else home. It's fine. Thursday rolls around.
I just want to point out, I'm already pissed off at maybe. All right, like I'm already ranting.
You don't even know where this is gonna go.
No, but I'm already ranting at maybe. Right. All right. You should know, or you should be like, hey, you know what? I will call you Wednesday and confirm.
Right. Like, give me that courtesy at least.
Oh, I'm all right. Okay. So,
Thursday rolls around. I pull up, 7:30. Like I said, I was gonna. Maybe like a minute or two late. No big deal.
Traffic.
I'm in the window. Caught a red light. You know. I can't right turn on red. It's a safety thing. Unless I can see like 300 feet down from the stop line. Like, I have to stop at the stop line. I cannot cross the stop line under any circumstances. And if I can see 300 feet down, then I can make a right turn. Or if it's a protected right turn where, like, the opposite lane is turning left and I know that the other lane has a red light and there's definitively cars in the way between me and them, that's when I can turn. That doesn't happen very often. So anyway, I get there, student comes out, parent comes out, waving the student by. Student gets on the bus. I'm like, hey, here's your seat. Because, I on the student's first day, I walk them to where they're going to be sitting. Because it's their first day, they don't know, like, and we have to do, like, hardcore assigned seats because all the COVID bullshit. So I'm like, this is where you're going to be sitting. This is, like, we're all good. Student gets in, sits down, buckles her seatbelt. On our merry way. I get back to base. I get back to the bus barn where we store everything. Like, I did my middle school route, did my high school route, did my elementary school route, go back, now I've got 2.5 hours to do whatever the fuck I want. Right? Not so. There's a note on my box, because we have, like, a box where we have, like, all of our student, like, we keep all of our student and route information, so, like, where we keep our directions, where we keep, like, these are the students that are on the middle school route, these are students that are on the high school route, this is, like, medical information, all that good shit.
Yeah.
It's also where we keep our keys. There's a note on my box, so I grab the note, and I go talk to the dispatcher that left the note. And I'm like, hey, you left this. And she looks at me, she looks at the note, and she just, like, heavy sigh, slumped shoulders, and I was like, oh fuck, what did I do?
Yeah.
Like what? Like I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she goes, so parent called and suggested and requested that we switch you out for a female driver.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
That was my reaction. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, what? But so, like, the dispatcher's reaction to that was, she's like, we don't do that. That's discrimination. That's not a thing we do. Like, you're a perfectly good bus driver. We're not gonna swap you out just because some parent's uncomfortable.
Plus fucking timeout. Teachers, bus drivers, things of that nature. People that are interacting with children. I'm pretty fucking sure the background checks are fairly fucking extensive for that.
Like, I had to get fingerprinted. They had to run my like. I've had to do several, like, interacting with children background checks before. It's not a lax process. You have to get your fingerprints officially settled. You have to have, like, all of your information dating back your entire goddamn life. Like, they comb through everything. These background checks are nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
So
unfucking real.
Right. So
so I was annoyed with this person on Tuesday.
With a maybe.
At this point now, I'm ready to tell this person that they can just drive their own fucking child to school.
Right? So I'm just like, and the dispatch, like, I must have looked absolutely baffled. Because the dispatcher, she's like reassuring me. She's like, this is nothing you've done. This is not on you.
No!
And I'm like, I know this is not... Like, I'm like, I know it's not a personal thing. I just think it's fucking stupid.
It is. And you know what? Here's the funny thing. You mentioned how you had the rant and you said it was very, like, were we living in the 1950s? And I was like, I automatically knew, because we've talked about this before, where you are in a heavily female-dominated area.
And I went through and I checked. I looked at the list, because there's a list of the seniority of, like, who the number one, the longest, who's been a bus driver the longest, to the who's been a bus driver the least long. The first 50 bus drivers, the 50 bus drivers that have been driving a bus the longest, 2 are men.
Yeah. I mean, look, I can't say anything for that. And here's the problem. Teachers are the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, by far, if there is a male elementary school teacher,
Mm-hmm.
they are highly scrutinized.
Oh yeah.
They are looked down upon. They're looked to be inferior because they're working with children. I mean, hell, this happens with fucking parents.
Yeah.
Like I see plenty of threads on Reddit or just anywhere where it's like, people come up to kids who are like, "Oh, where's your mommy?" It's like, "I'm the fucking father. Hello."
Oh, dad's
And it's like,
babysitting. No, I'm being a fucking
dad's
parent.
babysitting.
I'm being a fucking parent.
Which is my favorite. Dad's babysitting. It's like, no, dad's being a fucking dad, you fucking bitch. God damn it. I swear to God, this is probably a good thing I don't have fucking kids at this point. Because I would just go fucking off on people. It's like, sir, your child is here. Oh, now it's my child? I thought I was just fucking babysitting. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not even in this situation, and I'm getting angry. I feel the blood rising, and my heart's beating faster, and I know it's not a heart attack. So I'm just, oh my God, I can't.
Does your left arm hurt? You got a little tension in your jaw? You're good.
We're good. We're good. I'm just ready to fight this lady. Like, I want to be on your bus the next time you pick up, so I can yell at her.
So but this parent wouldn't get off their high horse and was like, so the compromise they came to was they wanted to they had to switch me to a bus that had a camera on it.
Oh my God, come on. That's, you know what? I understand it's a compromise, but that shouldn't even fucking be the compromise. It's 2021, for fuck's sake. Come on.
We are in the third decade of the 21st century. We should be over this shit by now.
That's fucking bullshit. I'm so very annoyed right now.
So
this is bothering me.
Ultimately, I won.
Okay,
because
that's good.
In order to get the only bus they had available that had a camera on it that they could just switch me to was brand fucking new.
So now you're driving a brand new bus.
All of the other bus drivers are jealous of me. Because this
and
bus,
you're like
this
and you're
this bus
and
has,
you're like this
no,
is
no. Here's how new this bus is. This bus has less than 3,000 miles on it.
Oh wow, that is brand fucking
That
new.
is brand fucking new. It is a 2020 bus.
All right.
I have all the new fandangled, like, it still has a new bus smell.
That's nice.
It's amazing. All of the equipment is brand new. Like the wheelchair lift is amazing.
Nice.
Like there are so many safety things on it. I couldn't even get it to work right. Because I have a student that's in a wheelchair, and so normally there's like a strap that goes across, a safety thing.
Right. Yep.
This bus doesn't have that because the like lip up that pops up in the front is is high enough and like rigid enough that it's not an issue. Plus there's like a thing in the like a flap in the back where if it's even like offset by a little, it won't lift. So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to get it, and I didn't know that. So I couldn't lift the bus. I couldn't lift the wheelchair up. So I had to go out, and I had to manually crank, because I didn't know. I had to manually crank this wheelchair up with the, I've got the student in the wheelchair, which is no small thing. Like, it's one of them big hulking things. It's not like the motorized ones, but it's not a small wheelchair. Plus, there's the parent on there because somebody's got to ride and hold the chair in place.
Oh yeah, shit. So the parent's like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Well, no, it's like I'm explaining. Like normally I ride up on the lift.
Gotcha.
But because I had to get out and crank the thing, I had the parent stand there.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my workout on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
Late to the rest of my route.
But it does not stop.
It's still like it
and here's the thing, and I don't want to throw this out there because I hope it's done and over with, but this seems like the type of lady. I'm assuming it's a woman. But this seems like
neither confirm or deny. I've got they're like I can't specifically give that information. I'm trying to be as vague as possible.
Yes, which I totally understand. So this person I won't even gender, scrutinize here. This feels like the type of person who's gonna either look for shit to complain about constantly for you
I
specifically.
fully expect this parent to be regularly calling into dispatch for them to review the tapes.
Or they're gonna do bullshit like claim, my child said this bus driver did, there'll be that one. And of course now you're secure, you're good because
right,
you've got the tape, you've got the recordings and everything. But it's just
here's even the more kicker is they didn't put me on a bus with a camera. They put me on a bus with 4 cameras.
Yeah, so it's like, all right.
There's the dash cam. There's the camera that's facing the service door. There's a camera that's facing toward the back of the bus, and then there's a camera at the back of the bus facing toward the front. My ass is good.
Yeah, yet somehow
the most they're gonna be able to ding me for is picking my nose between routes.
There you go. That's good. God, that just pisses me off though. It's fucking stupid. Why you really want to gender role like specific jobs and duties and shit? It's like, hello, I thought we fought for equality on both sides, right?
Right.
Like,
and
what the fuck is going on?
I am trying to give the benefit of the doubt to this parent, where there could have been, either this particular parent or this particular student, there could have been an incident in the past that there's concern about.
No, I'm sticking with the
like
just a fucking.
In general, it's a frustrating situation, but at the same time, I am trying to at least take into consideration that there might have been something that happened in the past that has this group of people on edge.
And see, that's why
could it have been handled? Could it have been handled a little better? Probably.
Oh, 100%. For one, I mean, if they were truly concerned, they would have made it a point to try to get to know you, like actually talk to you, interact with you, ask you some questions.
Because when I actually, like, anytime I've actually spoken to the parent, I've had a friendly tone. I'm wearing a mask, but I'm still smiling, making sure I'm asking. When they were waving the student off, I'm waving to the parent. It was like, have a good day. All this good stuff. When I drop the student off in the afternoon, I make sure to wait until I see the student enter the building.
God, this is where we differ. You give the benefit of the doubt. I'm just assuming they're a fucking asshole. So
I fully expect there to be more complications as time goes on. I also recognize that this type of thing is something that is something that women tend to deal with on a much more frequent basis. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's so bad for me. It's like, I know it's bad for me, but there are still people out there who have it much worse than I do.
True. But
I still think they're sexist.
Yeah, they're being sexist for no reason. Yeah. Like look, I'm sure statistics overwhelmingly put men in that position of, hey, they'll be the ones to take advantage of a child or whatever. But still, like, we're in 2021. People have all kinds of jobs, whether they're male, female, whatever. So it's like, you really want to fucking go out and say, oh, we can't do this. Like, fuck that, dude. That just pisses me off. So I'm still mad. I'm gonna be upset about this all weekend. And it's not even my thing. I'm just gonna be pissed to be pissed about it.
Oh man. Yeah, it bummed me out, to be sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I'm not pissed, I'm just disappointed, really, because I thought we were living in a better age, but yeah, oh well, fucking people. Ants are awful, dude. Now you got me looking around the room. It's weird. We have like the scouts that come out, and like look around for shit, but we've never had like a full blown ant problem.
We get like an annual ant problem, and we just throw down a bunch of taro traps, and it's fine.
Yeah,
but yeah. We got a like an actual honey pot with like the little like honey stick thing that you always see in all the Honey Nut Cheerios commercials. And first off, That is a game changer.
Oh really? Man, this is
like, oh yeah, no, like total like tone switch here. But like having an actual honey stick with a honey pot is amazing. Because it's just like, because it adheres to the stick in such a way that you can like, as long as you keep the stick like twirling,
moving.
Yeah, as long as you keep it like moving, it's good.
And
it'll stay on that until you stop it, and it'll just dribble off. Because I make a lot of like peanut butter and honey sandwiches.
Ah, okay. See, I don't utilize honey enough in my life where that's ever a problem.
Have peanut butter and honey sandwiches basically every day.
Ugh, God damn it! This thing is still too heavy. It's just it's in a way where it's so big,
right?
You know, and if it's really full, I can't just palm it. I gotta like grab it. But I love my water.
Oh yeah, so I played the Outriders demo.
Oh yeah.
And I went with the Trickster.
Oh nice.
That like there were some moments where like I'm doing it, going to clear a room or whatever. They send a bunch of melee dudes after me, so I pop up my time stop bubble.
Yep.
That slows them way the fuck down, and I'm like, okay, slow that down, and just like they've got this move where they just do this big arcing slash, and it just skeletonizes everything in front of them, and they explode.
That's awesome.
Or a really good one. Cool. A really good one that was a lot of fun. Like a really fun combo to pop off is they've got a thing where they can bamf behind an enemy.
Oh, that's cool.
So I would see like, okay, there's like 3 enemies over there. I'm gonna pop behind this one dude, get my bubble up, and just wipe him out.
Nice. Yeah, I've played through the demo a few times now at this point. I'm just trying to get I was trying to get legendary drops because you can get legendary drops. They're just super rare.
Oh yeah.
At low level. But yeah, I already took the release date off for that. So
I enjoyed it.
Play that.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Like, did you get a chance to watch that video I sent?
I didn't watch that video, but I did. I really enjoyed the gameplay. The story is intriguing.
Yes, that got me too. Like, and
it left off at like the perfect like, oh, what's next? Fuck.
Right? You beat Mr. Electro and then fucking
like, hey, let's go after this frequency, and you're like, what's that? What's the frequency? Where's that? Like,
like the frequency, and then you find out why Seth isn't helping. He's like, you lead them out. He's like, I have other shit to take care of. And then you learn about the crazy dude who
like, I'm sure is like, I could, but like, that's small potatoes.
Yeah, he's like, that's old news. That's old shit. I got to deal with this. I'm assuming he becomes your mentor at some point.
That or he's actually the bad guy.
I don't know. We'll see.
I see. Okay, here's my prediction for it. And this is a little tropey, but he's going after. There's going to be something that comes up later in the game where you find out that if an altered kills another altered, and they're high, like a high enough powered altered kills a high enough powered altered, there's like some sort of power absorption transfer thing.
A power transfer? Okay.
Some sort of power transfer thing, and that's what Seth is after. He's going after the big bad guy to get the power.
And
then he's gonna and then it's gonna corrupt him, and he's gonna become the big bad guy.
Okay, I could see that too.
That's my prediction.
All right.
Again, it's a little tropey, but
it is. But I mean, so is the whole he becomes your mentor, and then big bad dude kills him, and then you got to take revenge.
Yeah,
fair. It's very fucking Star Wars at that point. So, but no, I'm really curious about the story. The map looks really huge. They're saying somewhere in the realm of like 40 plus hours of story. Okay. And then after that, there's actually I don't want to call them like endgame raids, but that's kind of what that video goes into. There's like 14 of these like endgame.
Oh wow, 14! That's a hell of a jump.
and they only unlock after you beat the story.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
it's specifically end game stuff, and they're
Wow.
like, yeah, you don't have to wait for content like other live service games because this isn't a live service game. You just
Oh,
buy it and it's done. So it was
wow.
very much
That's
taking
awesome.
jabs at Destiny and shit. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you don't have to wait for content. It's
It's
just fucking there.
taking jabs at Destiny, um, the
Every
Division,
other live
every
service,
other
yeah,
live service game. Because it has
yeah.
a lot of those elements of live service games, but I feel like it's already handling them better.
Well, yeah, and it's not a live service game. They've already said that. There's no store, there's no live service. The most you have to do is like connect with your Square Enix account if you have one. That's
Well,
it.
yeah, that's
Otherwise, they're not selling anything. I mean, I'm sure they've got plans for like future DLCs and stuff, but
right. But there's not going to be any like microtransaction bullshit.
nope. No microtransactions, no storefront, no nothing.
What a breath of fresh fucking air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Like,
fucking
hey, let's make a
it's
game that's not hot, that's not
that's
dependent on making money after release.
yeah, no, and I mean, people can fly are the developers, and I fully trust them to develop good shit. So, I mean, I don't know if you've ever played Painkiller or Bulletstorm, but those were their other games,
I haven't.
and they were fantastic. So, I think, did you ever watch Yahtzee do video game reviews?
Mm-mm.
No,
Or
he's an Australian guy.
the escapist.
Yes, yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. We're like
yeah.
the
Ben
guy.
Yahtzee, Krisha.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. He does a review of Painkiller, and it's easily one of his favorite FPS games because it's literally just you kill shit. And it was before Doom 2016, so there was a lot of like shit in between there that was very just terrible. And like
Okay.
he taught
I didn't realize
yeah.
People Can Fly made Gears of War
I
1 through
they
3,
help yeah,
and
they were
they even helped on Fortnite.
yeah. So their gunplay is very very up to snuff.
That was one of the things is the gunplay felt very tight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the mod system too seems like really good,
Yeah.
and the different varying mods and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently you can get class mods on certain guns that'll give
Nice.
you abilities that other classes have that you don't have.
Nice.
So it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I already took that Thursday and Friday off, so I'm probably gonna play Midnight Release, and which I haven't done in forever.
Nice.
I think yeah, since Gears of War 3 was the last game I picked up at a GameStop at midnight and played it with 3 other friends and beat the story all in the same day.
Nice.
It was solid fun. I missed that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I'm not disappointed. I don't feel like I'll be disappointed though.
Yeah,
I think
the last release day game I played was Cyberpunk.
That's which is funny because I waited on that one.
Yeah, I played that as soon as I could.
I mean, if it's any consolation, I look at it this way: I've almost got 10 hours in the Outriders demo. So
Yeah,
and
I've only played it
it's
once.
it's not a long demo. I mean,
Yeah.
what I think you can kill it
Especially
in less than an hour if you go through
especially
it.
if you skip the prologue.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the prologue
So
was most of the game. Was most of the demo.
yeah,
That was really just kind of like setting up how the game works and
yeah.
establishing.
Setting up how they and establishing like that backstory. But I love the fact that I landed on the planet. I think I told you this, but I landed when you first land. You're like, oh, this is like lush and green. I was like, man, I was hoping for more of like a dystopian fucking sci-fi.
Oh,
And
there
then
it
when
is.
yeah, and then when you wake up, you're like, oh shit, it's like Mad Max. That's cool. All right, I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Yeah,
There it is.
there's the game I wanted. Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty decent game, so I'm looking forward to it. Yep. Other than that, I don't think I've played anything else really.
I did more Minecraft.
Work's been busy, so I just pretty much have been coming home and going to bed. Yeah, that's really it. It's been a boring week for me, at least. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see those two articles I sent you about the upcoming Zen 4 Epic CPUs?
I didn't look at them, but it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah. So AMD Epic, their Genoa CPU platform, they are ramping up. 96 cores, 192 threads, 12 channel DDR5 5200 support, 128 PCIe Gen 5 lanes. And the best part about it is rumored that they're going to feature AVX 3512 and bfloat 16 instruction sets, which means now Intel isn't the only player with those instruction sets. So,
you said DDR5, didn't you?
yep.
Yeah.
Up to 5200 megahertz speed support off the CPU. So,
Jesus Christ.
yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because now with the AVX 512 and bfloat 16 instruction sets, I mean Xeneons aren't the only ones that have it now.
Yeah.
So, and that's going to trickle down to the Ryzen line, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Which means now Intel won't have advantage in those tests.
Yeah.
It'll be fair ground. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, we were already beating you with core count, so let's see what happens when we introduce the instruction count and more core count.
Well, and now they're bringing smart access memory to the 3000 series.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's huge.
I'm just waiting for them to be able to use it with NVIDIA GPUs. That'll be nice.
That's gonna be a tough one.
I mean, they announced last year that they were going to work with NVIDIA to bring that to the Ryzen platform, just like how they're bringing it to Intel with their graphics cards. So, I don't know. It's just a matter of time until it's just kicks off. Yeah. But that'll be interesting.
Did you watch the video of defucking value? With his opening statement.
Yes, yeah, that was fantastic.
I was just like, what a fucking Chad.
Oh, the man is it's something else. I think
I'm not like I am in no actual position professionally to give financial or stock advice to anyone. What I did is akin to just like I'm playing golf with my buddies and talking about a stock that I bought. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, that man is a legend. At this point, he's down to go. Like he is 100% in to go down with the ship. He doesn't care. Like he is now recognized that
it's about sending a message.
Yeah, it's sending the message. He's essentially. I don't want to attribute him to Gandhi, but I mean that's really what he is right now. Is like essentially the retail trader Gandhi, where he's like, I will go down with this to make sure that things change and history is made, and I am in full support of it because it's fantastic and it makes so many rich people angry that.
I mean,
it's great.
Yeah, it's still up to like 140.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still up. I don't see it. I think it's gonna be a slow rise.
It's on a slow build right now, is what's happening.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna have that explosive
because it had a huge spike. It dipped again, but then it started going up once again.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I think it's going to go up.
Doesn't he have holds for like April now?
I believe so. Yeah, I haven't checked any Wall Street bet threads, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got his holds out. So I mean, just the fact that they asked him, "Would you buy more of this stock?" and he was like, "Yeah," and then he fucking did, and it was just like, "Yeah, I bought 50,000 more shares."
I like.
What's wrong with you? I like the stock. It's fantastic. It's the shakeup we need. I love
how
world.
His entire intro was just straight up defense of GameStop too. He's like, this company is severely undervalued, and I believe that,
Yeah.
watching the stock do what it did proves me right.
And here's the thing. I thought, okay, maybe GameStop was a bit undervalued, but I also believe that at this point it is now way overvalued because
And he actually
it
explained a path forward.
yeah.
Is like, I believe the stock, I believe the company is way undervalued, and they'll provide great value once they make a full switch to online retail.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. And I mean, to be fair, isn't Microsoft still backing GameStop, right?
I
They
think so.
had some deal with GameStop. And if GameStop was smart, they'd start selling PC shit in their stores. Like, especially with Fry's going bankrupt now.
That would be a
Like,
huge gap to fill.
even if it's small shit, like thermal compound and like rant, like stuff like that. Basically, it's like if
Fans.
yeah, fans, simple shit. Like I don't need GPUs from GameStop, but if I know I'm out of thermal paste and I don't want to order shit, like I don't
Being
want to
able to just
wait.
run down to GameStop and pick up some thermal paste would be great. Yeah, no, like
Yeah,
having them have like kind of the the PC building incidentals would be fantastic because
100%.
there's not enough of that.
Yeah, and I would totally, and at that point, I would totally go to a GameStop to actually purchase shit. If I
Right.
know it's there and convenient, and I don't have to wait.
Yeah.
I would pay a little bit of a markup to be able to get what I need at that time.
Yeah. And I need thermal paste now.
Yeah. It's like, oh god, I just fucking, I'm like the Verge, and I don't know how to build a PC. I just fucking wasted all my thermal paste.
I guess there was a whole huge thing where IGN did one. Like they did a PC build and everyone's like, "Oh,
Oh
here we go
god,
again." But I
why
guess
do
it was
these people?
but that was the thing is I guess it went a completely different direction.
Oh
Because
good.
the person who was building it, if they didn't know what they were doing or they couldn't make heads or tails of it, they actually went and asked for help. They didn't try and act like a massive know-it-all when just spewing incorrect information,
Yeah, that's good.
like the
I
Verge did.
Like, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. I still use the manual to plug in my front connectors, like to my case.
Because that shit's fucking hieroglyphics.
Yeah, it really is. Although, to be fair, Asus was the first one they had. What was it? A block
Yeah,
that essentially
I
you could
got
just
one.
plug
Yep,
them all in,
yep.
and then you're just like, all right, we did it,
I got
and
one
it
with
just like
my
lets you
current.
know.
I got one with my current gigabyte board, and I saw that and I was like, ooh, plug, done.
Yeah, so much nicer. I will say that is the one thing I hated when I swapped over to MSI was the fact that MSI has nothing for that.
They just don't like.
Um,
Why isn't that the standard?
I wish it was, dude. But at the same time, the reason I went with this board was the fact that it's got fucking 16 USBs
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
back,
yeah, yeah.
which is just I look, I have a lot of shit I plug in and I don't like using hubs. So for me, it was like that was a no-brainer. I was like, all right, cool. I need all these USB ports. Um yeah, cuz fuck, dude. It seems like anything that's like gaming oriented, you get like 6 USBs. That's it.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
Somebody's not paying attention.
Yeah, it's like when people have got microphones, you've got mice. Most keyboards have fucking two USBs because they got a pass through now.
Right?
You've got pass throughs for monitors. You've got everything else under the sun.
I have a
I mean,
pass
what
through on my
stream?
mouse pad.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, I mean that's just insane. I mean, you got webcams. You've got stream decks. I'm assuming are USB.
Yeah, I've got two.
I mean,
Well, okay.
everything.
Just looking at my desk, I have two
Yeah,
webcams,
yeah.
my mouse pad,
That's
which
three.
no, that's two,
Oh,
because
that's
it
two.
charges two.
Oh, that's right.
My mouse, my
There's another one.
keyboard, which is also two because pass through.
We're at 7.
Um,
Microphone? Or no, you're analog.
but the sound the mixer board is USB.
8.
Um,
Find more shit.
right? No, I'm actually I was like, okay, what's plugged in? I have a
Headphones? Are those wired?
those are also 3.5 millimeter.
Okay.
My PlayStation controller,
Yeah. All right. 9.
My Stream Deck.
10.
And I think that's it.
But still 10.
10. And
So if you get a
one of my webcams is plugged into my mouse pad pass through. My other webcam is plugged into my front IO. My PlayStation controller is plugged into my front IO.
Okay. But still, wouldn't it be nice if you could just plug all that shit in the back and not have to fucking worry about it? Like any kind of pass-throughs or shit like that?
Yes and no. Like the bullshit I have to do with the webcams to make it work with Streamlabs.
Oh, yeah. Well, that
having it on the front IO is great.
Yeah, that I could see, because that's inconvenient to have to crawl under and do that shit every time. But still, for majority of it, it's like, you know, I don't want shit hanging off my front. Like, that's where, you know, I usually do business with USB drives or external hard drives. I just want everything nicely tucked in the back. Right. I don't want excessive cable shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I still need to fucking cable this thing. It's a disaster. But yeah, I don't know. USB. I don't know when it became taboo to put more than fucking 6 USB ports on the back.
And the fact that everything's still fucking USB 2 or USB A is.
Yeah. Which, by the way, can we just fucking name them better? Like, I'm sorry. You got A2, A3, A1.4. Fucking. There's too many USB designations. I don't know why they bastardized the naming convention, but just have it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, just that's a rant. I'm sorry. I cannot stand, because even if I look right fucking now, I know for a fact that the USBs on my motherboard are a variety of goddamn types, and just the thought of that,
pisses you off.
Well, it just why do we have so many fucking names? Like, just give simple goddamn names. That's all I want. Give me the specs. USB. Okay, back IO. 2 USB 2.0 ports, 10 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port, 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C port. Why the fuck do I have so many goddamn types and gens and other fucking names? Why can't we just have a fucking standard that counts from 1 to goddamn 10? And I'm glad you're finding enjoyment out of this, but it's just like, what the fuck, man?
I found the short for this episode.
I don't understand why there's so many different names.
That's the thing, is that's fucking stupid.
It is. And you know what? I can't, other than the USB 2 to 3.2, I can't tell you the fucking difference.
Of course not.
Other than I know 3.2 is faster.
Yeah.
And one's a Type C port. So obviously it's the little round, I can plug you in any which way, because apparently we're all Neanderthals in America and the rest of the world and can't plug in USBs the right way.
I mean,
so we created a port specifically so we could just go, look, it's easy. So that's another rant. I don't know.
USB-C.
It's another
godsend, though.
I mean, I guess so. I have never had issues plugging in standard USB.
I have a friend who's corrected the acronym of USB. It's not universal serial bus. It's universal superpositional bullshit. I've never had issues plugging in USBs.
Yeah, they usually all go the same way, and there's always designator on the cable and on what you're plugging into.
Right.
So, I just, people need to learn to fucking pay attention. Yeah, well, so how many USBs is that? 12, 30, okay, so 14. I have 14 USBs on the back of this thing.
That's still a lot compared to...
And you know what? Here's the thing. More than half of them are full. So I'm getting my money's worth just out of the USBs alone. But yeah, to tell me what's the difference between Gen 1 and 2 of 3.2 and then give me saying it's an A port and all this other shit, I don't know. And I'm not going to look it up either because I don't want to know. I just want to keep being angry at it. I just know it makes things go faster, right? It's like, oh look, it uploads and downloads faster. All right.
Let's see. Where's my? Yeah, I don't even have half that many.
Yeah.
Oh,
Although
damn. Okay. I can put a 5000 series chip on this board. Sweet.
To be fair, this is technically considered a workstation motherboard.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because it's the creation motherboard, so they're like, oh, okay. Even though it does everything else really cool. So
yeah,
that was totally a solid pickup. Oh, and apparently I didn't know this until I delved a little bit deeper into MSI motherboards because it has two 8-pin for CPU, but apparently on MSI motherboards, the 8-pin CPUs, if they're not being fully utilized, they actually also give backup power to the PCI Express slots.
nice.
So this is kind of interesting. Little side note, if you will. Yeah, that's all I got. Solid. Oh, there's a diagram, so I know which ones are which.
Where's my fucking? Okay, I'm just trying to see how many goddamn USB ports. I don't care about all your fucking RGB bullshit.
I honestly,
I can if I wanted to put a 5000 series CPU into my motherboard.
Which board motherboard do you have?
Of the Gigabyte Aorus X470 Ultra Gaming.
X470?
X470, yeah.
I can never spay Aorus right. I don't know why, but it is a default. I almost wish I would have gone with a Gigabyte board. They have some really slick designs on some of their boards.
Is a lot of the reason I went with it is I like the design on it. It just looks clean.
Yeah. I know one of their super expensive X570 boards is like it's fucking gorgeous. Oh yeah, the Aorus Pro. It's just I don't know. Some of the things they do with the boards is just it's nice. It's a nice looking board.
Yeah.
It's almost like I feel vain, kind of also looking at aesthetics like that. But right. I feel like we're in an age where we can have good features and a good looking board and not have to compromise on one or the other.
About the only thing I actually care about aesthetics with is my computer. Otherwise, otherwise I prioritize functionality.
Yeah, that is pretty true. I'm pretty much the same way. I mean, you've seen what I've done at this point. I want my
shit to work, and if it looks nice, that's a bonus.
Yeah. Yep. Ah, that is a nice motherboard. All right, better stop looking at computer parts and start buying shit. Although I am at a point now where I am pretty much out of storage again.
Already? You just bought a 4 fucking terabyte SSD.
Oh, so game side, we're fine. But
everywhere else you're fucked?
Media, yeah. So between the 4 and 6 terabyte, I have about 800 gigs left for media storage. So we're in fact, the 6 terabyte. What do you got? Breaking news.
Notice of proposed class action settlement. Zanka versus Epic Games Incorporated.
Who the hell is Zanka?
I have no idea. If you played Fortnite or Rocket League between July 1st, 2015 and February 25th, 2021 and exchanged in-game virtual currency for any in-game item or purchased in-game virtual currency for use within Fortnite or Rocket League, you may be eligible to receive cash compensation or in-game virtual currency from a class action settlement. I literally just got this email. Or just saw this email. This notice concerns a proposed settlement to resolve claims in the lawsuits Zanka et al. Versus Epic Games Incorporated, pending in the Superior Court of Wake County, North Carolina. The plaintiffs in this case have filed an action against defendant Epic Games Incorporated, alleging that Epic Games violated state consumer protection laws, prevented minors from exercising their contractual disaffirmation rights, and negligently misrepresented the value of its in-game items in connection with its Fortnite and Rocket League video games.
All right. Interesting. Well, I mean, and then they've got that, Apple's got that lawsuit right now with
What the fuck?
So weird.
What can I get from the proposed settlement? Automatic V-Bucks or credits. As part of the settlement, Epic Game will automatically add 1,000 Fortnite V-Bucks to each Fortnite account, which was used to acquire a Loot Llama loot box, and 1,000 Rocket League credits for each Rocket League account, which was used to acquire a Crate loot box. The contents of which were not known before opening. Settlement class members do not need to do anything to obtain these benefits. In addition, Epic Games has agreed to make up $26,500,000 available to pay individuals who submit approved claims, as well as settlement administration costs, attorney's fees, and expenses, and incentive awards to the plaintiffs. You may submit a claim form for additional compensation for any real money in-game purchases, including real money purchases of Fortnite V-Bucks or Rocket League credits that you believe give rise to claim of consumer fraud, breach of contract, or any other claim for damages. On the claim form, you will need to describe how you have been damaged or harmed by your real money purchases, or if you are seeking a refund of a virtual currency purchase, the damage or harm that resulted or related to your use or attempted use of that virtual currency in the game, and why that damage or harm entitles you to a benefit. I think I've bought like one loot box, maybe.
I'm concerned that we're at a point where we can pay settlements with virtual currency that doesn't actually do anything.
Right.
Because, I mean, if you... no, I don't even want to get into... I honestly don't even want to get into that shit. That's just...
That's some fucking garbage right there. That's something special.
Because Epic doesn't lose anything if they give you virtual currency.
No, they don't.
Like, that's not actually hitting the company where it hurts their bottom line.
No, because all they have to do is just say, "Oh, you have this much currency now."
Yeah,
it's literally and then it's something like it's literally pretend money.
And then at the same time, you're gonna get a loot box. You'll get something good, and you're like, "Oh, I should spend more money and get more stuff."
Exactly.
Why was that even an option? I don't fucking know.
That's just the default. Like, if you don't do anything, you just get 1,000 V-Bucks.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. And they're banking on that. They're banking on people not paying attention.
Nobody pays attention to class action lawsuits.
Oh, I fucking don't. Yeah. Why would I? Like, I haven't... Maybe if it was a class action lawsuit where it was me and 19 other people, and then I don't even think it's considered class action at that point, and there's like $1 billion on the table, yeah, sure. At that point, yeah, let's go for that. But spread amongst like hundreds of millions of fucking people, fuck that. I don't need to waste my time for a 42-cent check.
Right.
That is going to amount to like dick all. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Haha. As somebody who's never... I think I've put 30 minutes into Fortnite.
I played for a while because I had some friends who were into it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then they dropped out, and I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I had a couple... I never won. I got to, like, number 2 once.
Yeah.
The same with PUBG. Like, I just never... Like, BR games in general.
Yeah, I'm at that point. I'm just kind of sick of BR games. I don't know. Call of Duty's gotten pretty bad, too. Hell, I played once last week, and it was a group of hackers that were just shooting through walls. So it was like, oh, okay, so we're not going to win this fight, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
It's like, of course not. So, yeah, it was fucking bullshit. And at that point, I just rage uninstalled the game because I was like, well, this is stupid. So,
okay.
And then I reinstalled the game because I'm an idiot. So, Yeah. Thanks for agreeing to that, by the way. I'm just glad you just said, "Yep, you're an idiot." Way to go! Congratulations.
Yeah, you're spending any significant amount of time and effort on that
I know.
that series of games. But hey,
I
think it's time we wrap it up because I have plans. I need to be I need to be at a place at 11:30. So.
Oh yeah.
It's time for me to go.
Fine.
We did our ranting and our raving and being mad at things.
I'm still mad about your story.
That's some bullshit. But
yeah,
it is what it is, and I got a new bus out of it. So. Suck it.
Yeah.
All right,
man.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with whatever this is.
Yeah. What am I doing this time? Just...
Oh. I thought you were going like peekaboo, but that works too.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.